Okay, I'm on Mall World TikTok. It's showing like dirty bathrooms, like kind of like liminal spaces, like things that you dream about. And it got me thinking about some of the dreams that I have. I dream so freaking vividly, like every single night when I dream, I feel like I am actually going to this place. Like I can feel feelings, emotions, I can feel physical things. Sometimes I wake up like sad, missing certain people from my dreams. Anyway, my dreams are so vivid. So I made a list of some of the reoccurring dreams that I have, and I just want to know if other people have these same dreams. Okay, so the Mall World TikTok dreams with the bathrooms, I have that dream so often where I need to go to the restroom so bad and I'm in a public space and the public restroom is full of like 30 toilets, but there's like no dividers, so like everybody can see you, so there's no privacy. Every single toilet is like overflowing with poop or something nasty. So that's like a dream that I have often, is I have to go to the bathroom so bad, but everything is nasty or there's no privacy. The next one is alien attacks. I have had this dream so many times, but they're always different. And it's like me surviving like an apocalyptic alien attack. The aliens are never nice in my dreams. I'm always like fighting for my life in my alien dreams. Okay, another one that I have often is driving off freeway ramps. So to be more specific, in my dream, like I'll be on my car going onto a freeway ramp, and then I realize when it's too late that the freeway ramp is not finished, so I will just like fly off the freeway ramp. Or sometimes I'll have a dream where I'm on a freeway ramp and I'm going really freaking fast and I'm like trying to control my car so I don't fly off the ramp. Okay, another one is I can't find my boyfriend in my dreams. A lot of times like I'll pick up the phone in my dream to call him and like I physically can't put in his number, or I can't find his number, or like I'll check his location and he's like in Alaska or something and I can't get a hold of him. And then another one I have often is I'm like in college and it's like the last day of the semester and I realize that there's a class that I have not been going to the entire semester that was mandatory, and I show up to the class and there's like a final exam and I know nothing about the exam because I haven't been showing up to this class all semester. So I just want to know if anybody has similar dreams, or if you dream similar to me, like where it's extremely vivid. And maybe like, does anybody out there know what any of these dreams mean? Because I would like to know. The bathroom one is pretty obvious. Like when I have that bathroom dream, I usually wake up and I like really have to pee, so I'm like, okay. But like the other ones, I'm not really sure. So let me know if you've had a similar dream.
Alright guys, by the end of this story, I need you guys to leave a comment below whether or not you think someone was living under my house. Okay? Let's get into the story. So, the house that I currently live in, I've lived in for about 2 years. However, before I moved in, my sister lived here for about 10 years. So, we rent from the same people. So, I would visit here pretty often over the last 10 years. This house is an older house. It got moved from like somewhere else. I know it's like out by the beach somewhere, and it got moved here. So this house is kind of all over the place. I'm pretty sure it's actually backwards. Like the front of our house is supposed to be here, but it's over there. Like, I don't know. So whatever. But we have a crawl space that's underneath the house. Okay. So there was one time I was visiting my sister. I come over, we're hanging out, we were coming back from somewhere, and we live in a cul-de-sac. My other sister lives at the end of the block. So we're driving back in, we flip around so that way she can go and park. I look at the side of her house and I notice a little opening. And I asked her about it and I was like, oh, what is that? Like, why is the door like off of that? And she was like, oh, is it off again? I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, that happens every now and then. What do you mean it happens every now and then? I was like, because it wasn't like that the door had like fallen off. It was completely taken off and propped to the side. So that was like odd to me. And so she seemed completely unfazed by it. So I just, that's your prerogative. That's fine. We'll just ignore it. But there'd be times that we'd be hanging out over here and we'd hear little noises and stuff underneath the house, but we always just attribute it to the fact that maybe it's like mice or like maybe like a raccoon got underneath the house or something. So we just ignore it. So fast forward about 2 years, I move in here. I live with, again, my best friend. And so it's around Christmas time. And he had left to go up north for Christmas. And so I'm here by myself. I leave to go and get myself food. And so I had called my other sister at the end of the block to see if she wanted food. So I go, I pick us up food, I flip around, I drop the food off at her house, and I come back around. It's late at this point. It's like 9 or 10 at night. And so I'm coming back around, and I notice that there's just this little black square on the side of my house. And I'm like, what is going on? And then I realize the crawl space door is open. And it had not happened in the last like 4 or 5 years. And so I was shocked. And I was like, okay, let me take a picture of this. So then I took a picture of it and I sent it to my best friend, and I was like, hey, did you take this off like before you left? And like maybe I just didn't notice it. So I texted him that picture. It's the scariest picture. If I can find it, I'll put it here. But he's like, no, like, what the hell, like, you need to stop, like, if you're messing with me. And I'm like, I'm not, like, I don't know what's going on. So I ignore it because I'm not one that's gonna go and check it at 10 o'clock at night. I'll do that in the morning, whatever. So I go inside and I call my sister and I asked her if she had noticed that the crawl space door was off, because that side of the house faces her house. So I'm like, maybe she did something, or maybe she noticed like, oh, it was on at this time or something. So I call her. She doesn't know anything about it. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. But she does ask me, she's like, hey, like, were you gonna, like, my best friend's name is Eddie. She's like, were you gonna prank Eddie earlier? Like, were you in his room? And I was like, no. Like, not that I can think of, no. Like, I was in there, like, I was borrowing one of his colognes, like, this morning, but I haven't been in there since then. And she was like, oh, that's really weird. I saw somebody in his room. And I was like, I'm sorry? What? And she was like, yeah. She was like, I saw somebody with a flashlight, like, moving around near his desk, because he has, like, a bay-style window in front of his desk. And so that side window can be seen by my sister's house. So she's like, yeah, it's just I happened to be looking out the window at my house, and I seen, like, somebody with a flashlight looking around his room. And I just assumed you were, like, pranking him before he got back or something. And I was like, no. She was like, and I saw it a couple of times. She was like, I seen it once, and then I looked away and I went back to my TV show. I looked back and it was still going on. And she was like, and it wasn't until the third time that I had seen somebody standing in the window that I was like, okay, it's Jason, obviously. And so then I realized at that exact time, again, I was home alone. So I'm laying in my room. I'm watching